Hi, welcome to my project. For the GenAI Intensive 2025 Q1 Kaggle competition. In these 5 days, I have learned a lot about GenAI, be it like embeddings, vectors, and also ML ops. Yep. And this is my capstone project. So this capstone project for our CiviCraft. So it's a distributed generative AI framework for civic participation and policy co-creation. Now, so it combines with stuff like RAG, agent-oriented design, long context windows, embeddings, function calling, and Gen AI evaluation to empower participatory governance. So just imagine, what if every citizen could quickly understand, evaluate, and engage with public policy? So, introducing CiviCraft, an AI-powered assistant designed to support transparent, inclusive governance. Now, the problem is policy documents today are very complex, lengthy, and often inaccessible to the public. While information has grown, civic engagement hasn't kept pace, especially for those unfamiliar with legal or bureaucratic language. So, our solution, which is CivicCraft, leverages generative AI to help citizens better understand and interact with public policy. It was developed as part of the GenAI Intensive Capstone by Google and Kaggle using tools like Gemini 1.5 Pro, Gemini 2.0 Flash, and FAISS based vector search. So, what can CiviCraft do? Now, you can upload a civic document, receive a clear summary, evaluate arguments for fairness and clarity, search policy content semantically, and ask follow-up questions in real time. So, without further ado, how this whole thing works? Uh, Based on this demo, this is a install library, so I just install it just in case, yeah. So these are so after installing, we will usually import libraries. So after importing libraries, so as you can see, there's a sector which is upload a policy document. So in this upload a policy document, there is a import. So we actually import all these features to create a upload widget for that accepts file like TXT and PDF. And as you can see, I actually uploaded one document, which is the PDF. It is a policy PDF. Yep. So upon that, you can read and preview the uploaded document, but it just gives you a preview of what the document actually contains. So as you can see from preview, there is a editor name and also the policy document date that been published. And also upon that, you can summarize the uploaded document. Yeah, so this is the summary of what's going on in this policy document. And there is, in this section, there is a argument evaluation. So upon running this, there's an evaluation. So evaluation of the CRS report on DOJ reauthorization, and then it gives you aspects like fairness and clarity, and also the evidence, and also recommendation for improvement. So it's actually very well-rounded. So we also use semantic search using real embeddings RAG-like. Yep. So as you can see from here, so actually written results. So upon written, so the query is how is affordable housing uh supported by the government, and the best match is the Affordable Housing Act supports low income rental assistance. And then we also have a real-time Gemini 2.0 Flash agent for a civic Q&A, which is a follow-up. Yep. So upon that, when we test it out, the Flash agent response is the Fair Housing Act protects against discrimination in housing based on race, color, national origin, religion, gender identity, familiar status, and also even disability. Now, this, as you can see, there's a sample output from Gemini. So this one, not to worry. Okay, so for the new big text from memory, so this is more on like, because for Kaggle there is a limitation of about 1 MB. So unfortunately, I couldn't do much. So actually in my, if you can see later in one of my, in the file, I'll actually attach a GitHub link and also a Medium link and also even a YouTube link, so you can actually go and understand and test it out on your own for the demo. Yeah, so I attached the full file on my GitHub. Sorry, my bad. It's there. Yeah, which is under CiviCraft tree. So you can actually, so for CiviCraft, sorry. So for Kaggle, there is a function where we can import. So you can import a notebook and then it should run as per normal. And just to give a heads up, because in order for you to run the whole Gemini 2.0 Flash and also Gemini 1.5 Pro model, you need to go to add-on and then go to secrets. Okay, so as you can see, because I already created a Gemini API key, so that's how I run the model. So you can put it at add secret. So based on add secret, you can actually put Gemini underscore API underscore key, and then the value you can get it from a Google AI Studio, or you can type on Google search like Gemini API key. Yeah. So in my opinion, well, why do I think this matters? I would say that because CiviCraft makes policy more accessible, and it also empowers citizens, educators, and researchers to engage with public information more effectively, which promotes clarity, inclusion, and informed dialogue. Now, there's also future possibilities. So the first future possibility would be multilingual support. So, what exactly multilingual support does? So it would enable users to upload and receive summaries or evaluation in multiple language, be it Spanish, Chinese, Arabic, Tamil. And why does it matter? I would say because I would like to expand reach to uh non-English speaking citizens or multilingual communities. And it also supports equity in civic participation, which also helps government and NGOs communicate more clearly with diverse population. And secondly would be the scan document processing, which is using the optical character recognition to convert images or scan PDF into text that can be analyzed by CiviCraft. So why does it really matters? It's because many policy documents, for instance, like all legal documents or even city zoning maps, they are usually scanned and not digital. And also, it allows for digitalization and summarization of physical forms like handouts or flyers. So it is very useful in real world field settings like, for example, school or even town halls. And thirdly would be mobile access. So when I say mobile access, it means like having a mobile friendly web app for CiviCraft. I would say it's because it increased real-time access for on-the-go usage. For example, maybe you're in a meeting, you can use it, so it's much more accessible. And also it's much more ideal for educators, community organizers, and also journalists in the field. So it also, um, I mean, is in a way, it's more portable as compared to bringing a laptop can be a bit heavy. And also, lastly, would be integration with education and community platforms. So, my vision is to embed CiviCraft into platforms used by schools, advocacy groups, libraries, or even local governments, if possible. I would say it's because policy organization can actually preload the PDF or TXT into the system, Teachers can actually use it to teach students how law works. Yep. And also community centers can offer instant civic help desk. Yep. So I would like to reiterate that CiviCraft is a prototype built for the GenAI capstone, and its potential goes far beyond this challenge. So, if you're passionate about civic innovation, public policy, or even I would love to collaborate with you and get to explore the demo. You can read the Medium blog, also even contribute to the GitHub repo. There is still a lot of things that needs to be done, I believe, and also I believe that when the work is fully done, it can be very powerful. Yeah. And without further ado, let's build the future of accessible governance together.